Hello and welcome everyone to our Courageous Conversations. And for those who don't know me, I'm Andrea Morrison. I'm a transformational coach. And in celebration of the launch of my brand new program, Courageous Females, which starts on the 8th of June, I thought it would be really helpful, useful, interesting to hear from some courageous females that I know. So these are some ladies that I've shared the understanding that I share, and I've shared it with them. And they are going to share with you the impact that it's had on their lives. And today I'm joined by Annina Diston, who I've known for a few years now, a couple of years now. And we've worked on a number of projects together. And she is an art director, graphic designer, and model maker, and all-round incredible, courageous lady. So I'm going to just pass it over to Annina for her to share some of her story, and we're just going to see how the conversation flows from there. So welcome, Annina.
Well, no, thanks for having me, Andrea.
No.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to be here actually and share a bit more. Because kind of the understanding has really changed a lot in my life. So I moved back to the UK 3 years ago, a bit over 3 years ago, and that was like a massive upheaval. I've got 2 primary age school children. We moved 3 times within 6 months or something like that, and obviously I had already my business had already been established in Switzerland, where we moved from, and then I had to kind of start from scratch again in York, and that was really, really daunting. Daunting. And I remember really actually speaking to you the first time when we met for the first time properly. That kind of sort of these issues I had around kind of trying to find my way in, basically, and trying to find my kind of people and just clients really as well. And I think kind of just learning more about the way you look at things, or you taught me to look at things, has really helped me just to actually just relax a bit and kind of just take it, like believe in my gut, kind of follow my gut instinct. And also just accept that nothing will just happen immediately, or that it's actually fine to sometimes just be patient and just wait for the right time to come along. So I would say that's kind of been like the main thing I've sort of learned or taken away from this is just not to worry so much and not stress out about stuff so much, because obviously as a graphic designer I was used to working to deadlines, or I still am. Obviously I do have my deadlines for my clients, and I would then apply the same kind of thing to my own business. So I would set myself a deadline for my website, let's say, and then beat myself up if I didn't make my own set deadline. So and now I'm actually fine. I'm kind of just think, actually I'm just putting this pressure on me for no reason. Like nobody says it has to be finished by then.
That's just incredible, isn't it?
And I think this kind of applies to lots and lots and lots of things in my life, in my private life as well, not just in my business, but with lots of things. And just be happy with kind of maybe small steps, or actually just look at it in a positive way, rather than say, I haven't managed to clean my whole house today. Think, well, but I've actually put a load of wash on and and that kind of thing. So
it's fascinating, isn't it, how we can create kind of like an image in our own mind, if you like, of what something should look like. And we say, like for example, you shared with your website, that you think it should be up and running by a certain date, and so often we get caught up in that, and we forget that it was us who created it in the first place. And and we just lose sight of the fact that it's literally a figment of our imagination. And especially if it's working and it's happening and it's unfolding at a pace that is just right for it to unfold in, and we can just allow things to grow in that way instead of trying to put that extra pressure on it. It's like squeezing it almost, isn't it? You kind of squeeze the life out of something with your own thinking.
Yeah, I think like looking back at it now, actually, I had so much thinking going on when I was a new mum. I think when my babies were little, I think because you get so many ideas put on you how you should do it, or what your house should be like, and all sorts, what kind of mother you should be, and you put all this pressure on you. And it's only looking back at it now that actually applied this to so many things in my life.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? Isn't that great? And we can look back, can't we, with a lot of compassion, because if we don't understand something, then we don't understand something, and that's okay, and we all do it, and we all get caught up from time to time with our thinking anyway. But I think it's just incredible the impact that it's had, your ability just to fall out of that thinking and to even to notice it, which again is incredible, isn't it?
Maurice, I'm just talking to Andrew at the moment. Can you close the door, please?
When's it time for
Ask Papa. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I love it. I love it. That's great. This is live. It's a live conversation, everyone. We've not pre-recorded it.
And I'm not stressed about it.
Yeah. So even like life's little bumps and like unexpected things, has it really helped you kind of navigate that as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And kind of also like living or working with people around me, I find that as well. So like with my husband, for example, as well, it's kind of just really, once you kind of realize that everybody has these kind of thoughts and that thinking going on, that obviously then affects like how you communicate and all sorts of things and how you behave. So yeah,
that's wonderful. Now I know that you were involved in quite a big project recently that involved you going on BBC, didn't it? Did they understand? I'm going to just put you on the spot now because this has just come to mind, but I haven't spoken to you about this. But did the understanding help you navigate that? Because that was a huge opportunity, wasn't it, for you?
Yeah, I think so. I'm still kind of surprised that I wasn't more nervous. It was quite stressful, the run up to actually, because I had to go down to the studio in London and be on live, TV and stuff. And obviously that's quite daunting. But actually, again, I would say just in general, I've become more kind of laid back about things, just again, because I know that if I start overthinking, like it's just going to make me feel bad, but it's not going to change anything about the situation, about what's actually going on. So,
wow.
I was really relaxed.
Wow, that's incredible. So, yeah. So
I mean, there was an element of it was slightly abstract just because it was so different and something I wasn't used to doing. But yeah.
And how about the creative element of your role? Because I mean, you're hugely creative, and I know we've worked on a number of projects together. But have you found that the understanding has helped you in your creativity in any way?
Yeah, I think again in that sense of not putting too much pressure on, and kind of obviously I'm quite fortunate as well because I have my own business. I can kind of work whenever. Obviously at the moment it's a bit different because I do have the children at home during lockdown, but kind of because I can actually work whenever inspiration strikes, or also I think now definitely not beat myself up if it's not happening immediately. I remember we had a moment like that when we worked together, or more than once probably. And it was really refreshing to have a client who just understands and thinks, we've got a bit more time and we can work on this.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? That when our minds are clear and we're more in that calmer, relaxed space, how actually we can access that kind of creativity and that fresh new thinking so much easier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So now actually I used to beat myself up about like not being productive, like the hours I have, like when the kids are at school. But actually, if I really feel like it, I might just go and sit outside in the sun for half an hour, and that's probably when I have my best ideas. And I really did not do that before working with you. I really didn't. I just kind of had that mindset of that you just have to sit there and, until you have your idea, pretty much.
So force that creativity.
No, it just does not work like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's interesting, isn't it? And that's like really good to notice, isn't it? Because like often when I'm talking to clients and we all know about, we have my best ideas in the shower or when I'm walking the dog. But as humans, we don't then make that connection, do we? That, oh, actually, it's when I've taken my thinking head off the issue, when I've stopped thinking about it, when I've stopped trying to make it happen, that's when the great idea hits. Oh, well, actually, if I just do that more often, I'll get great ideas. And it's actually noticing that, isn't it? And noticing that actually that's how we work is really fascinating.
Yeah, it's definitely so true. It's definitely really true. So yeah, now I would just go and do a bit of housework or something like that, or like look at a book or something inspiring, and the ideas do come. So yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to have a peek at some of Annina's work, you can see it on the logo and all the branding there, because she's done that for me. That was one of the projects that we worked on. So I know firsthand just how incredible her work is. Thank you so much, Annina. It's just been lovely hearing how this has impacted you, and how you're using it, not just in your business life, but across every aspect of your life. And I think that's really worth kind of stopping and really taking notice of, that this isn't just a tool or technique for our professional lives, but actually it impacts everything and every aspect.
It's made me kind of think about it like for my kids as well, kind of, trying to, because I've noticed that they have thinking going on, even at their young age, they've got all this sort of stuff going on, and trying to kind of find ways in their own language to kind of help them, find a way around it, I guess, or kind of just take a step back and stop thinking too much.
Yeah. I think well, I know a number of practitioners that work with children, and the impact is amazing. And of course, they're so much kind of closer to it, because they haven't had the experience of doing all of this thinking for so long, like as adults have. So it almost becomes more natural to them. It makes, it doesn't make more sense to them, but they catch onto it quicker too, I think, as well. And it's lovely to see, and kids are just so much more in the moment, aren't they? And they're great teachers. But thank you so much. It's been so lovely having you in my Courageous Conversations videos, and and just thank you very, very much. And thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.